Welcome to day 7 of the Divine Feminine Awakening and Integration series, day 7 of 30. Okay, I first want to take this time to congratulate those of you that have made it this far and have been continuing this journey from day 1, that have followed the rituals, that have sat with this energy and sat with yourselves and just accepted where you are, but know that this is not where you're going to be. All right, let's get into it. So, cards out, or goddesses out, we have Ninersag, Lakshmi, Hel, Saraswati, Aryan Rod, Hecate, and Bhav. Okay, so this is your divine feminine awakened. So your divine feminine was sleeping as Ninersag, and you know her so well now because she walked with you through every single day of this awakening. The Lady of the Mountain, the Great Mother who shapes souls from clay and divine breath. She was dormant in you as the part that keeps seeking comfort, keep asking to be held by someone else, and keeps waiting for the mother to come and cut the cords and make everything better. So your divine feminine was asleep in the belief that healing happens to you and not through you. That comfort is something you receive, not something you embody, and that you are the child who needs Ninersag rather than recognizing that you are her. She was sleeping in your worthiness, your deservingness, and your endless seeking of the care that you already know how to give. The dormant goddess was the one who kept saying, I need healing, instead of I am healing itself. What sparked her awake was Lakshmi, the overflow, the sacred nectar, the lesson that began on day 1 and completed on day 4. So she awakened when you learned that abundance doesn't come from grasping or controlling, that real prosperity flows when you stop trying to hoard and start participating in the cycle, that you must give before you feel full, and that your cup fills when you pour it out for others. Lakshmi awakened your sleeping goddess by teaching you that you can't wait to be filled up before you start giving. You can't wait to be healed before you start healing others. And you can't wait to feel abundant before you become generous. The awakening happened when you understood that the flow itself is the medicine, that stepping into the cycle of exchange, even when you feel empty, even when you're still wounded, even when you don't think you're enough, is what calls your feminine out of sleep. And she rose through hell. And this is the threshold no one talks about. Hel, Queen of the Winter, Lady of the Bones, Loki's child, the death realm deity who connects you with your beloved dead and your ancestors, the one who allows ancestral bonds, karma, pain, and suffering to end. Hel breaks curses, shatters old scripts that have run through your family's blood, and frees you from past vows that impede you. Your divine feminine emerges by descending first. She rises by going through Hel's domain, the utterly cold place that also holds warmth, the realm where you heal and become whole once again. She had to meet the beloved dead. She had to hear their wisdom, reach the memories that blurred and are indistinct. She had to find them within herself, understand their pattern and shape so she could take what belongs to her and what is best of them and become more herself before leaving this lifetime. You rise through death work, through ancestral healing, through breaking the curses, the one where Macha couldn't protect you, the one where Carrotwind's cauldron was used to fix instead to honor, the one where you lost your power to weave because you thought fate was already written. Your awakened goddess didn't transcend these wounds. She descended into Hel's realm, blessed the ones who walked before her, felt their protection and love, and honored the ones who will come after her by breaking the cycle. She emerges from the land of the dead wearing hell shoes, having sought new worlds, healed and whole once again. And the power she brings you is Saraswati, the flowing river of divine inspiration, the mother who teaches you to write your own story, who puts language in your mouth and wisdom in your hands. She flows clear and pure into the boundless ocean. She is sinuous movement toward truth, ancient knowledge chanted through modern lips. The one who comes to musicians and artists and creators when the flow has been blocked and makes it free again. Your awakened divine feminine brings you the power to create from pure inspiration instead of wounding. to let your words and your work flow without obstruction, and to know that your healing is holy. You only let in what deepens wisdom. To understand that your creative force is sacred, not something to be drained by every demand or wasted on shallow output. She brings you the power to be the river that moves toward truth, that teaches, and that flows without apology and nourishes everything in its touch. Her mission, and why she's here now, comes through Ariane Rod, the Lady of the Silver Wheel, Mother of the Destiny, the one who dwells crowned with stars in the heavens and deep in the drowned castle beneath the waves. She knows every star by name. She's been watching your life unfold from the cosmic throne since before you took your first breath. Your awakened goddess is here to work with destiny, not to accept it passively like you did when the Norn's power was taken from you, but to understand its depth and embrace it fully. She's here to learn the soul lessons that keep cycling back, the guys that feel like limitation, but it's actually the exact texture of friction your soul needs to develop strength. She's here to make peace with what seems to restrict you while recognizing that some boundaries are teaching you the shape of your true power. She's here to remind you that your fate isn't punishing you, it's sculpting you. Every lifetime, every lesson, every time you thought, not this again, is all part of the dance Ariane Rod choreographed with you before you forgot. And the tribe that supports this awakening is Hecate, the crone goddess of the crossroads, the witch who holds the keys to all realms, the one who appeared on day 2 as your maiden's challenge. The fear of choosing wrong, the paralysis at the intersection of paths. But now she returns, not as your challenge, but as your support. She's the tribe energy of women who know the crossroads, who understand transformation, who aren't afraid of the dark, of the in-between, or the liminal spaces where magic lives. Your awakened goddess is supported by witches, by wise women, by the ones who stand at thresholds and aren't afraid to use their power, by the ones who descended into hell's realm and emerged transformed, by the ones who know that choosing is sacred, that the crossroads is holy ground, that every path leads somewhere worth going when you walk it with intention. Hecate gathers around you all the women who refuses to be domesticated, who trust their knowing, who carry keys to realms most people can't even see. And who you become, the goddess fully embodied, your divine feminine completely awakened, is Bav, the battle crow, the face of the Morrigan that you feared on day 4, the one who dreads becoming the crow but will not let those who die walk alone, the one who doesn't love death but makes the passing better, the one who brings confusion to enemies and beats up shields until the blood within rises in heat and fire and fear becomes power. Your fully awakened self is the one you were afraid to become. She is fearsome. She wears the Morrigan's face with a relish even though it costs her to transform. She is eager to look into her enemy's eyes, conquering the terror that would keep her enslaved if battles must be fought. She is the one who will keen and cry for what's lost, and who will also make conquest honorable when it cannot be avoided. She will not live for the battlefield, but she will not flee from it either. This is who you are when your divine feminine is fully awake. You are an inner sag who stopped waiting to be comforted and became the comfort. You are Lakshmi's overflow moving through you, generous even when you feel empty. You are the one who descended through hell's death realm and broke the ancestral curses. You are Saraswati's river flowing with divine inspiration. You are here to dance with destiny like Ariane Rod taught you. You are surrounded by Hecate's tribe of wise women and witches. And you are Bav, the fierce one, the battle crow, the one who transforms into something terrible and powerful when those you love need protecting, when endings must be witnessed, when fear must be conquered. You are no longer sleeping. You are no longer waiting. You are awake, and you are fearsome, and you are free. Congratulations to you, all of you that chose to break the chains. All right. The ritual following this reading will be posted on a community post, so be on the lookout for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this if you feel guided to. I will see you in the next one. I'm not going to post day 8 until Monday. That way they give us some breathing room to settle from this week's energies. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.